Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Was not with you yesterday because I was at the doctor and had a appointment with a heart doctor, trying to just check some things out with the heart, and everything went well. So I was glad I'm wearing some sort of contraption that they can track my heart. It means I have one, so that's good. I'm so glad to be with you today, though, and I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk to you just a moment about something. You know, every week I wear these glasses, and I've had glasses for a long time, and it seems that the every year. See, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to go to another kind of doctor, which is an eye doctor, and every year I have to get a new prescription. The reason is because they're not going to give me glasses without updating my prescription every single year. And it seems like every single year my eyesight gets worse. Some of you guys know this. You've had eye issues for a long time. I've had them for years, but some of you, even when you were a child, you had problems seeing things. But it does seem to me that when we get older, things begin to change. At my age, I've got to get a heart checked out, but I've also got to get my ears checked, make sure my hearing is okay. Because as you get older, your hearing is less and less, gets less and less acute, and your eyesight does the same thing. It's like right now I'm looking at you, the screen, but everything's blurry. everything's everything's a little blurry. But then when I take my glasses and I put them on, and there you are. Now these are bifocals. They as I do like that, I can see better or worse, and so they correct my vision as I move my head. Now you don't need a lesson on how to wear eyeglasses, but I think this happens in our spiritual lives too. Psalm 25, I was just reading it this morning. It says, "My eyes are ever on the Lord." Now, if we've ever needed to know that, today would be the day. This is November 3rd, Tuesday, November 3rd, and it is a day in 2020 that we will elect a president for the next 4 years, either the incumbent Donald Trump at this point or Joe Biden. And people are very divided, and my son asked me this morning, Sam and I were riding in the car, and he just said, how do you know what to believe? And that's a good question, because I'm going to tell you, especially at these end days, everybody has been saying how bad the other person is. And if we elect this particular person, then our nation is going to go down the tubes. And if we elect this person, there's going to be rioting and looting, and people are now even boarding up their businesses. In some states, in some places, they're boarding up businesses because they're expecting a bad turnout. They're just preparing themselves. What happened? When did we, and I'm speaking to believers right now, if you're a Christian, when did we shift our eyes, or have we? Has our vision gotten so blurry as we've taken our eyes off the Lord and put our two eyeballs on other things and believed in our hearts that our nation really is going to go down the tubes if this person's elected? When did that happen? How did it shift? Somebody posted that here's what the results that I can guarantee. And I would agree with this. I can guarantee these results, absolutely guarantee these results tomorrow and the next day. And if there is any sort of not relinquishing the election results for the next several days, then I can guarantee these results: that Jesus is still on his throne, that he is still the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, that he is still the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through him. He is the way, he is the hope that we have. The hope of glory is what Colossians chapter 1 says. He is our everything, our all in all, and we are living in a kingdom. I can guarantee those results. So whatever happens in the United States of America and to our government and and to whoever wins the election today and late into the night as they count the results and so on and so forth, know this, that you serve a king, and he has never abdicated the throne. He has never stepped off. He's not worried. He's not wringing his hands. He's not even scratching his head. He is absolutely full of joy. And so you too can be, regardless of what happens. Regardless of what happens to this nation. Here's what we do know. Let me just talk about this for just a second, and then I'll let you go. Here's what we do know. We know that things are going to get bad. We've read the end of the book, right? I mean, you've read the Revelation. You've read other portions of Scripture that indicate to us how things are going to go. It's not going to be about big popular churches and huge ministries and all of those things. It's going to be a time of persecution. It's going to be a time of doubt and despair. It's going to be a very rough time. We know that that's going to happen here in the end times. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. There's going to be people fighting against one another. We see that today. There are going to be illnesses and epidemics and pandemics, and all of these things are going to happen. We know that. But what we always know is in the end, Jesus Christ has won our salvation, that we do not fight for victory. We fight from victory. That's where you stand, believer. That's where you stand today. All right, so believe it and know it and trust it. And whatever happens in these next few hours and days and maybe even weeks, we can trust him and we can know that he is on his throne. So one more time, Psalm 25:15 says, "My eyes are ever on the Lord." These old eyes right here may get, run down. My vision is probably not going to get better. Anything short of LASIK surgery. I'll probably just keep wearing glasses and thicker ones. But the spiritual eyes, the eyes that I keep on Jesus. Hebrews 12:1 also says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author, the author and perfecter of our faith." So let's do that. Fix your eyes on Christ today. Pray, believe, trust. Pray for the leader who no matter who it is. And let's move forward knowing that Jesus Christ has secured our eternal salvation. All right? I hope you have a wonderful day. Be with you tomorrow. No more doctor's appointments coming up, but I'll be with you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Inspire. We're doing apologetics. I really enjoyed it. I hope you will too. Also back on Thursday. And then once again on Sunday, we'll be together for the message in the worship center. So tune in, check that out. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. See you then. Bye-bye.